And this is my co-host,
Ali teacher.
We are going to talk about Pintap Science.
How do you reduce friction?
Okay, so what is friction?
Friction is when you rub your hands together and you get heat.
Oh, everybody rub your hands together. Do you feel that?
That's
friction. Okay, so today we are going to figure out how friction works and how ways we can reduce friction. So Ali, how do you think we can reduce friction? What do we use?
I think we need to use like some rollers, like when we have roller skates.
Roller skates, okay. What about on the road? What kind of rollers do we have for the road?
We have wheels on like cars.
Okay, so today our wheels and cars are going to be straws. How many straws do we need for today's experiment?
We need 20 straws.
I think that's about enough.
Yeah, that looks about 20.
Okay, what else do we need for our experiment?
We also need balloons, like these ones.
Balloons. Make sure when you guys, before you blow these up, you stretch them out. Not fling them at people. Be careful. And then we also need scissors. We're gonna need scissors. If you're afraid to do this at home, ask mom and dad for help. If you're at class, ask the teachers for help. Don't stab yourself with them. And one more thing. What could it be? What do we need?
Boxes.
Boxes! Now, we have penguin box. Isn't he cute? Normal shoe box and a delivery box. We have different boxes to help decide how much friction is created the bigger you are or the more power you need to make it move. All right, so let's get started. First, what do we have to do?
First, we need to cut a 1 centimeter hole in the shoe box.
Or whatever box you have. So, mom and dad's help, or your teacher help, put a hole in the box. Beautiful hole.
Good. And then we need to take our balloon and put the balloon in and have the neck, the small part of the balloon, hang out of the hole on the outside and have the big part be on the inside.
So you have a tongue or a beak
A long beak for the penguin.
Very cute penguin. All right, so now we're gonna blow it up. You can either blow it up with your mouth or you can use
an air pump.
But we have found blowing up the balloon is easier.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try. Ready?
All right. Make sure to blow up the balloon as much as you can. It'll help this experiment go well.
And make sure you have air to do this.
Yes. And make sure to pinch the neck of the balloon when you finish blowing it up so that way the air won't come flying out and you'll have to start all over again.
I think that's good. All right, now, before we use the rollers, we're gonna show you how friction works when you're walking down the street or if we didn't have wheels. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, if you notice, the little box moved just a little bit, whereas the bigger box didn't move at all. The reason for this is also because of
friction. So the larger the box or the larger the object, the more friction is caused, and so the less likely it will move.
But our little one, because there's not a lot of friction here, it can move a little bit, like us walking. We can move on the road when we're walking because we aren't as big as, say, a car or a bus or stones. All right, now we're gonna try it with our straws. Okay, when you are spreading out the straws, you want a little bit of space between them so that it will actually move correctly. Just like the wheels on the car are evenly spaced, like the wheels on your roller skates are spaced apart, you want your roller straws to do the same. All right, you ready?
Yep. So let's blow up our balloons again with as much air as we can. And pinch to make sure the air does not come out. I'll go first. Let's see what will happen when we move. Use this with rollers. So 1, 2, 3. Wow! It went actually pretty far.
Okay, now we're gonna try the bigger box with more air. One, do, 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 do. All right, you guys ready? One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
All right, now we have one more box to try.
We've got this big one. Let's see if this one will move like the others. I'm going to use a lot of air for this one because it is a big box.
All right. Now, when you are blowing up the balloon, if you start to feel a little bit dizzy, stop. You don't want to make yourself sick doing this fun experiment, okay? Are you ready? Oh, I think that's really good. All right, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh.
Oh,
there we go.
there we go.
And off it goes.
It went real far.
All right, so the more power you have inside your car or your vehicle, the farther it will go. All right, now, in the past, they didn't have wheels like we do today. I wonder how they moved things.
I think they use rollers, something like logs of wood to move things.
Okay, logs of wood. What are things that they moved using rollers across long distances?
Well, I know that the ancient Egyptians used rollers like logs of wood to move giant blocks of sand to make the pyramids of Giza.
Pyramids are really big, so that probably took a really long time. But with our rollers, they were able to reduce friction and move them faster than they could at the time.
Yeah.
Today, that would be really easy. Is there any other example we can think of?
I think there was one in England.
Stonehenge! You're right, Allie. Stonehenge was also moved the same way. They used logs to take big clay stones from the south of England to the north of England. This is true. All right. So, what did we learn today? We learned friction is created by
Things rubbing together.
and creating heat. We also learned that friction slows or makes things faster.
Makes things slower.
Makes things slower. So we need wheels or rollers to make them speed up. We also learned that the more power we put in the box, the faster and farther it will go. All right, I think we learned everything we can about friction today. I hope you guys learned some stuff. I know we learned some stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you guys. Bye!